Welcome back to the bottom half of inning number 1. Beaver Valley 1, 2, 3 in that last innings. And here comes the bottom half of inning number 1, Pittsburgh Outlaws. They'll send up Jake Orr, Chad Johnson, and Austin Beatty as they will face off against Jacob Mcguire.
Hit it hard.
Or 2 hits in game number one earlier today. That pitch missing for a ball. Want to know the count. Mcguire goes to Pine Richland High School. And that's going to be a base hit. Or no, fly out to the left field. Excuse me. I was looking down at the notes and looked up, and it's a put out by the left fielder, out number 1. Good job there by Alex Hostrom. But Jacob Mcguire, class of 2023 member, wants to major in accounting, and he's interested in going to North Carolina. His favorite actor is Kevin Hart. Pitch fouled off. Chad Johnson at the plate now. Johnson 1 for 2 in game 1 earlier today. Bottom of the first, no score. Johnson goes to Trinity High School, wants to major in accounting. Says that his strength in baseball is versatility. He's plays just about every infield position and pitcher on his high school team. 1-2 the count on Johnson. Missing outside, count even at out 2. So Jacob Mcguire, going to be a sophomore on the mound. Nice breaking ball. Rung him up. Out number 2 of the inning. And this bring up now Austin Beatty, shortstop. Austin in game 1 today, hitless in 3 at-bats, but he did drive in a run. Batting from the right side. First pitch in there for a strike. Was a good back and forth game between the Outlaws and the Wheelhouse Arsenal earlier. And chopper to short. Throw across the diamond, 6-3 put out, 1-2-3. And after 1 complete, they're still scoreless. This is the 9th annual Battle of the Bat Baseball Tournament on Video Productions. It is presented by Tournament Time Sports.
Coach Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs sent you.
Tournament Time Sports invites you to join us for the 2021 season. Take the field against some of the most elite teams in the region: Flood City, Beaver Valley, West Virginia Knuckleheads, and many more. Some of the exciting features of Tournament Time Sports are USSSA sanctioned events, PBR scouted events, state power rankings, and premier venues. Don't miss out on this chance to rub elbows with baseball's best. For more information, visit us at www.tournamenttimesports.com. Tournament Time Sports. Investing in West Virginia's youth baseball.
Top half of inning number 2. No score between Beaver Valley, Pennsylvania, and the Pittsburgh Outlaws. Clay Durham, catcher, at the plate. Beaver Valley, their first game in this tournament. Slazinski, I tell you, he's working fast. Count already 1-1. Pitch in the dirt, 2-1 the count. We've had 1 home run so far, only 1 home run in this tournament. Big swing and a miss right there, 2-2 the count. Swing himself into the ground. Goes to Moon Area High School, senior to be. Josh Donaldson, his favorite baseball player. And that's going to be a fair ball down the left field line. He said, hey, I'm doing that for LeBron James. That's his favorite athlete. And he said that his greatest baseball strength is hitting, and he just showed that off right there. And we'll get a little bit of courtesy running action. Is that 55? Keeper Stadler. He's going to run. Alex Ostrom now. At the dish. Swung on and just couldn't catch up to the giddy up on the fastball of Slazinski. No score in the top half of inning number 2. Ostrom goes to Dunkirk High School. Going to be a junior. He wants to possibly major in exercise science, and there's a drive into center field. Center fielder backs back a couple steps, 2 or 3 maybe, and Tucker Ferris is going to make the put out. Just a noisy out. Cam Lapinto, junior from Clarion High School, at the plate. Runner at first, 1 down. Throw back over to first, not in time. Lapinto. Oh, here's an old school favorite baseball player, Bo Bichette. Impressive. Favorite athlete, Tim Tebow. Wants to major in marine biology. Plays first base for his high school, Clarion Area High School. Going to be a junior this year. 0-1 the count to him. Slazinski looking over. Now he's going to step off the mound. Couple looks over at the runner at first. Runner's going. Little hit and run action, and that's to perfection right there. Runner stopped at second, but he's going to come on over to third base. Runner's on the corner. Let's see if we can get a little general instant replay action on that hit and run. Second baseman was covering the bag, and he just hit it right in the hole where Jake Orr wasn't situated. Hit and run to perfection right here. There's the contact. Orr was going to cover second. He was out of position. Hit and run to perfection. Runners on the corner. Little general instant replay. First pitch high and tight for a ball. Want to know the count. Ryan Jones from Black Hawk High School at the plate. Beaver Valley, they are threatening here in the top half of inning number 2. Snap throw back over to first, not in time. Joe Kinzer, Brian Shepard, and Aaron Sims with you here at the Bridgeport Recreation complex. Slazinski looking. Snap throw back over to first, not in time again. Trying to keep that runner at first close. Jones, his favorite player and athletes, Mike Trouts. He wants to go into the aviation field possibly. Kent State, Allegheny, WVU, Mercyhurst are some teams that are some colleges that he would like to be interested in attending. Going to be a junior at Blackhawk High School. Excellent fielder for his high school team. And then we're going to have a little bit of a meeting on the mound right now. Catcher holding his right shoulder. So it looks like we're going to have a catching change because of an injury to the starting catcher for the Pittsburgh Outlaws. That's Mason Fix getting a start here in game 2. So a little bit of a break in the action. We'll take it as well. We'll be back on Video Productions. It's presented by Tournament Time Sports.
General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100-plus stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
Tournament Time Sports
invites you to the 2021 baseball season. This is your time, your opportunity, your chance to take the field with some of the most elite youth baseball teams in the region. You do not want to miss this opportunity. Join us in 2021. Be part of a better future. USSSA sanctioned events. West Virginia State Power Rankings. PBR scouted events. Premier venues. And much more. For more information visit us at www.tournamenttimesports.com. Tournament Time Sports. Investing in West Virginia youth baseball.
Connor Hyde, who was the starting catcher in Game 1, replaces Mason Fix, who's getting a start behind the plate here in Game 2. And Ryan Jones, right off the bat, first pitch was hit by it, so he takes first base. Runners on first and second. Matt Rodriguez, Lackawanna High School. Lazinski first pitch, and that's going to be a base hit into center field, and that's going to score a run. Bases will remain loaded. Cooper Stalla coming in to score, 1-0. First run of the ball game. Blaze Colbert from Canisius High School. These two, they got 3 players on their team that goes to high school in New York. Ostrom, Rodriguez, and Colbert. Swung on out of play. Off to the left. Colbert is a junior to be at Canisius High School. Christian Yelich is his favorite player and athlete. He wants to major in criminal justice and maybe go to Richmond or Youngstown State. Kevin Hart is his favorite actor. I tell you, we've had a lot of. I wish we had favorite food on here.
Hey, here's that ball. Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah. 1-1 the count to Colbert. Low for ball 2, 2-1. The Outlaws dropped game 1 today. 6-5. Down 1-0 here in the top half of inning number 2 already. Out of play, 2-2 the count. This game began at 5:02. .652, is that the cutoff? Okay. Making sure my Southern West Virginia math was right. Lazinski looking in at the sign now of Connor Hyde. Swung on, and that's going to be a base hit in the center field. That's going to score 1 run. It's now 2-1. Cam Lapinto coming in to plate that one. Number 76 at the dish. Do we have a 76? Don't see a 76 on my roster. And that's a slow chopper to short. Flipped over 6-4. Couldn't get to 3. 6-4 force out. Scores another run. It's now 3-1. This will bring up number 77. I don't see a 77 on my roster either. So 3-1 your score, or excuse me, a couple runs already in. 3 runs already in, 2 outs, runners on first and third. Lazinski looks in, runners on the corners, and that's going to be low for a ball. Okay, so Capizzi at the plate. So this will be pitch number 35 already in the game for Lazinski. So the Outlaws are going to have to put some aluminum to the bats. Throw over to first, not in time. Here comes Lazinski, and that's good breaking ball right there. Count even a 1. Runners on the corners, 2 down, 3-0. Beaver Valley on top. Try and play some more runs here in the second inning. Snap throw, not in time. Cam Lapinto, the first baseman, I'll tell you, he's getting a workout over there playing hot potato with the pitcher, trying to cut down that runner at first base. Runner from first is going, a little hit run action. Count now to Capizzi's now 1-2. The Valley T-Boats winning earlier today. They are going to try to end the day at 2-0 coming up next against Beaver Valley. Swinging a minute, or foul off to the right, excuse me. Count remains at 1-2. 325 down the left and right field lines, 375 to center field here on this field at the Bridgeport Recreation Complex. Beautiful facility. Still adding on some more facilities here as well. And still staying alive at the plate's Capizzi. College football getting underway in the state of West Virginia. Marshall hosted EKU today. They can max out their attendance at 12,000. WVU will open up next week at home against EKU. No fans allowed in the stands. The Mountaineers were hoping to start having fans in the stands for the Big 12 Conference tournament play, but to be honest with you, with Montague County soaring into red, doubt fans will be allowed in the stands. The new color-coded map will be due out tonight by the DHHR. Harrison County, Marion County will be safe. Their high schools will be able to play next week. This will be pitch number 7 of this at-bat. Lincoln High School, they had a positive test, so they've been shut down for 2 weeks. The only team in the county that's unable to play. And that pitch is upstairs for a ball. 2-2 the count. I didn't know if they updated the new map earlier today, but the official map comes out tonight. Here comes the 2-2. And that's going to be down low for a ball. Runner will go down to second base via the steal. They did update it this morning. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and the inning's over, but 3 runs already in for Beaver Valley, heading to the bottom of 2. 3-0 your score. This is the 9th annual Battle of the Bat Baseball Tournament on Video Productions, presented by Tournament Time Sports. And welcome back to Video Productions. Joe Kinzer, Brian Shepard, Aaron Sims with you. Game 4 of 5 here today as the Pittsburgh Outlaws are batting here in the bottom half of inning number 2. They trail at 3-0. Beaver Valley will take on the Valley T-Boats team coming up in Game 5 here today. And the first pitch missing. And there's a fly ball lifted into right field. Center fielder is going to go over and call the right fielder off making the catch. That's the correct thing that you do when you're a center fielder. That's Jackson Howard. You call everybody off. Quickly one down here. And for the Outlaws, this brings up Austin Beatty at the plate. Or excuse me. Oh, and Mitchell, 34. And that's taken inside for a ball. Ball high outside. When you get to be almost 49 and you don't have 20/20 vision, you louse those numbers up every now and then. But Owen Mitchell at the plate. Yeah, when I said Austin Beatty, Brian's going, huh? 3-1 the count. Mcguire on the diamond for Beaver Valley. There's a swing, and there's a foul ball down the right field line. Good hustle there by the right fielder, A.J. Kuzier, or excuse me, that's Stala. Cooper Stala with a great job of hustle down the line, although you didn't have a play on it. Count now full at 3-2. Here comes Mcguire's pitch. Curve ball and lunged at it. First baseman knocks it down. Pitcher doing a great job of covering the bag. 3-1 on the put out. Quickly 2 down. Mcguire did an excellent job of pouncing off the mound and covering the bag. This brings up now Connor Hyde. Hyde caught in game 1, was the extra hitter here in game 2, but because of an injury to Mason Fix, he had to come on and catch this game. And 4-3 on the put out, 3 up, 3 down. 2 complete, 3-0 Beaver Valley. This is the 9th annual Battle of the Bats baseball tournament. It's presented by Tournament Time Sports on Video Productions. And welcome back to the top half of inning number 3. Beaver Valley leading at 3-0 over the Pittsburgh Outlaws. The Battle of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania here in game 4 of 5 here today. The opening day of the 9th annual Battle of the Bat baseball tournament. How you're at the plate. Bobby Badaki. Yeah, Bobby Badaki's at the plate from New Brighton High School. Facing Lazinski. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be inside. Three nothing your score. And taking first base will be Badaki. Now Jackson Hauer at the plate from McDowell High School. Going to be a senior to be. So the Outlaws again. A little bit of a predicament here in the top half of inning number 3. Nice save there by Connor Hyde. So looking at the latest DHHR map, which was updated at 10 a.m., the official one for athletics in West Virginia and schools, if they can be in person or have to go virtual only, they'll come out at 9 or a little bit after 9 o'clock tonight. And right now, Marion and Harrison County They are in the yellow, but it looks like that they are going to be in the low yellow, so they'll be good to go to school, follow the plans, and also it looks like athletics will be on for next week in Marion and Harrison counties. And that pitch is outside for a ball. So another count. For Jackson Howard. He walked to lead off this ball game. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. Count now goes to 2-1. Here comes Lazinski to the plate, missing inside again. 3-1 the count. Beaver Valley. 33 runs on 4 hits in this game. Foul off to the left. Count now goes 4-3-2. The Valley T-Boats coming up next. Trying to go to 2-0 today. They'll take on Beaver Valley in the 5th and final game of the first day of this 9th annual tournament. Battle of the Bats. Snap throw back over to first, not in time. So we will have 4 games for you tomorrow on Video Productions. First game at 10. And line drive to third. Caught cleanly, throw over to first, trying to double up the runner. Not in time, but that's going to be a throwing error. Tried to throw across the diamond and get the runner at first on a 5-3 double play, but not to be. Cole Grable, the junior to be from Ambridge High School, at the dish. Grable's 0 for 1. Chad Johnson with a nice catch at third base. Runner moves up to second on the throwing error. Foul ball out of play on top of the dugout. You have multiple fields at this site. And your press box, you just walk all the way around to the sites of the different fields. Lazinski. Plateward again. Curveball missing outside. Runner at second. 1 down. Popped up out of play. Connor Hyde takes the mask off looking and lands on top of a 10. Comes the pitch again. Lazinski looking in. Check swing. Was Grable able to hold up? Yes.
What's that?
Two and two the count to Grable. And that's going to be lifted. Foul ground, third baseman coming over. makes the catch. 2 down. Chad Johnson. A couple putouts here in the inning defensively. Jacob Barca from Outer Rice, Pennsylvania, going to be a senior. Lazinski looking in. Pitch inside for a ball. Again, most of the crowd outside, social distancing, outside the fences watching this tournament. Swung on, Johnston grabs it, throws across the diamond, and he had 2 assists and a putout in that inning. Go to the bottom of 3, 3-0 your score. Beaver Valley on top. This is the 9th annual Battle of the Bats tournament. It's on Video Productions, and it's presented by Tournament Time Sports. And welcome back here to the Bridgeport Recreation Complex. The Pittsburgh Outlaws trailing 3-0, batting here in the bottom half of inning number 3. Mcguire on the mound. That's a fly ball in left field. That's going to be a leadoff single for Tanner Rosing. So Rosing leadoff base hit here in the bottom half of inning number 3. This brings up now A.J. Kuzier, the right fielder. So the Select, they just trying to get back into this game. Breaking ball in the dirt for a ball. The 8-2. Outside for a ball. Steel City defeating the Wheelhouse Arsenal 8-2 in the last game. 1-1 the count. To A.J. Kuzier. Burgestown, Pennsylvania. They got a nice site. Can't go there this year. No one can, but nice outdoor amphitheater. They have a lot of nice events out there. Swing and a miss. 2-2 the count. Fastball upstairs, so the count's full. 3-2 the count. Jacob Mcguire on the mound and reaching out, getting a piece of it, staying alive. The Valley T-Boats coming up next. Bottom half of inning number 3 here, 3-0 your score. Beaver Valley, team in red with the lead. Check swing again, foul off, out of play off to the right. Well, it's been a good battle between Kuzier and Mcguire. Kuzier back in the box. Jacob Mcguire, can he put him away? Nope, good job there by Kuzier of coaxing a walk. So runners on first and second, nobody out. And for Beaver Valley, Clay Durham, the catcher, calls time, just says, hey, settle down. Just buckle down a little bit. This brings up Mason Fix, left-handed hitter. He suffered some sort of a shoulder injury behind the plate and had to come out of the game from behind the plate, but he can still bat. Infield playing in at the corners, double play depth for the middle infielders, and that's fouled away. Boy, Brian's working away over there on something. All right. 2 strikes the count. Waste a pitch outside for a ball. Comes the 1-2. That's upstairs for a ball. 2-2 the count. If Mason Fix get on, this will make this any more interesting. And that's going to be swung on. That's 6-4. 3 double play. Runner advances up to third base. Quickly 2 down. Little general instant replay action coming up, or should be coming up in just a jiffy. Cole Grable to Ryan Jones to Cam LaPinto on this 6-4-3 double play. We've seen 4 of those today, 4 double plays in this game. Again, this replay being brought to you by Little General. Swing and a miss. Swung on out of play, 2 strikes to count. To Jake Slazinski. And again, another angle on that 6-4-3 double play. Boy, that'll wipe out a potential rally of an inning. Fastball upstairs for a ball. Count at 1 balls and 2 strikes. 2 away here in the bottom of the third. 3-0 Beaver Valley. Ground ball to third. Gobbled up by the third baseman. He recovers, throws across the diamond. Not in time. That'll be a E5. Run will score. It's now 3-1. Jacob Barca got to it, gobbled it up, and just ate him up and tried to recover. Almost made a Little General instant replay again. Yeah, just ate him up over there, took a bad hop and tried to recover. just couldn't throw out the runner in time. So runner at first, run in, 3-1 your score. And at the dish, it's going to be Jake Orr. Orr's 0 for 1 in this game. So back to the top of the order. He has a couple of hits in the tourney. So Aaron Mcguire now had the count 0-1. Snap throw back over to first, not in time. Just inside, missing, 1-1 the count. Game 4 of 5 today here in the 9th annual Battle of the Bats baseball tournament in Bridgeport. That misses low. 2-1. Pittsburgh select game 2 today. They lost in the first game to Wheelhouse Arsenal 6-5. Slow grounder to the second baseman, 4-3 on the putout, and the inning is over. 3 complete. Beaver Valley still leading at 3-1. This is the 9th annual baseball Battle of the Bats baseball tournament on Video Productions, being presented by Tournament Time Sports.
Coach Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs sent you.
Tournament Time Sports invites you to join us for the 2021 season. Take the field against some of the most elite teams in the region: Flood City, Beaver Valley, West Virginia Knuckleheads, and many more. Some of the exciting features of Tournament Time Sports are USSSA sanctioned events, PBR scouted events, state power rankings, and premier venues. Don't miss out on this chance to rub elbows with baseball's best. For more information, visit us at www.tournamenttimesports.com. Tournament Time Sports. Investing in West Virginia's youth baseball.
Top half of inning number 4, Beaver Valley leading at 3-1. As you see the scoring line, 3 runs, 4 hits, and error, 4 runners left on base for Beaver Valley. And for the Pittsburgh Outlaws, a run on 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. Slazinski in his first 3 innings of work, all 3 runs are earned. He's gave up 4 base hits, a couple strikeouts, and a couple base on balls. And he's thrown 56 pitches already in the first 3 innings, getting into his 4th inning of work. Cooper Stalla now at the plate. 0 for 1 and a run scored. Top half of inning number 4. Into the inning, the second inning. Struck out swinging. Pitch outside for a ball. Valley T-Boats out of northern West Virginia and southern Ohio. Their players consist of, they won earlier today. They will take on Beaver Valley coming up next. (3-1) here, Beaver Valley with the lead. That pitch is inside, almost hit him, but that's a walk, ball 4. Clay Durham, the catcher. He walked him. And now the head coach of the Outlaws is coming out. Going to make a pitching change. We'll take it as well. This is the Battle of the Bats baseball tournament on Video Productions.
Tournament Time Sports
invites you to the 2021 baseball season. This is your time, your opportunity, your chance to take the field with some of the most elite youth baseball teams in the region. You do not want to miss this opportunity. Join us in 2021. Be part of a better future. USSSA sanctioned events. West Virginia State Power Rankings. PBR scouted events. Premier venues. And much more. For more information visit us at www.tournamenttimesports.com. Tournament Time Sports. Investing in West Virginia youth baseball.
And welcome back to the 9th Annual Battle of the Bats Baseball Tournament. Zach Lemansky from South Park High School now in relief. Clay Durham at the dish now as Beaver Valley still leading at 3-1. Joe Kinzer, Brian Shepard, and Aaron Sims. Aaron's getting a sunburn today, man, outside in the camera. He's got to stand out there 4 games tomorrow. Sunscreen, man, sunscreen. I'm about to make an igloo inside this press box. So we got out of 3 of us, we got 2 of us. Well, Brian's got long sleeves on. You know, I've never been here, so I thought, the press box would be outside. I didn't know. Swing and a miss, 2 strikes to count. So we got one guy out there that's turned into a lobster. If anybody from Valley T-Boats is listening, it's my fault that I messed up a couple of the players earlier, not Aaron's. If you got any sunscreen, you might want to bring it to him. Don't punish Aaron because of my mistakes. So Aaron's becoming a lobster, and I'm freezing to death. But I vow I will not make that same mistake to them later on tonight. Here comes another 2-strike pitch to Clay Durham. Strike 3. Out number 1. I was hoping Clay would get a base hit there because that could have led me into Clay didn't take no bull Durham. Yeah. All right, so one away, runner at first base. Alex Ostrom at the dish from Dunkirk High School. Nice stop there by Connor Hyde. We see some good backstops here this morning and afternoon. From that catcher position. Max Robinson was the winning pitcher earlier today for the Valley T-Boats. Pitch missing high for a ball, 1-0 count. 4 games tomorrow. Outside, ball 3. Pitch away from getting a runner in scoring position. And that's taken for a strike, 3-1 the count. Where did the Pitt Panthers play today? You a Pitt fan? You a Pitt fan? Runner for first is going. There's a swing and a miss. Count is full, and there's a stolen base. And the throw's going to get into center field, and that's going to be a throwing error. Stolen base in the air. Runner moving over to third base. Because at Pitt Panther football games, they social distance quite a bit. Well, they do at Marshall. I went to Marshall, too. They do at Marshall. I mean, they're allowing 12,000 in the zone today, and, you know, they can barely get 12,000 in there on a regular basis. So, you know. Swing and a miss, strike three, good recovery, second out. Lemansky doing a good job there. Cam Lapinto, Clarion High School, 2 away, runner at third base. That's in there for a ball. I was glad to see sports getting back up and running. Especially these guys. I'm glad that their travel ball, summer league baseball schedule wasn't hindered. Because remember, every player out here that you've seen today didn't get to play for their respective high schools this past season. Pinto had to get out of the way of that one as he's ahead of the count, 3 balls and no strikes. And let's see, that's taken for a strike, 3-1 the count. But Marshall beat EKU today, 59-0. Swing and a miss, so the count now goes to full 3-2. Lemansky trying to get back-to-back Ks. And he does. Caught him looking, back-to-back Ks to end the inning. Runner stranded at third base for Beaver Valley. As we are now heading to the bottom of 4, 3-1 your score as the Pittsburgh Outlaws trying to make a comeback. We'll be back of more than the 9th annual Battle of the Bats Baseball Tournament on Video Productions being presented by Tournament Time Sports. Yeah. Bottom of 4, Pittsburgh Outlaws batting, trailing 3-1. As you see the line score, 1-1-1-1-1 for the Outlaws. Beaver Valley, you saw their line score. Chad Johnson at the plate. Check swing. 0-1 to count. Here, Jacob Mcguire on the mound for his 4th inning of work. Mcguire has only allowed a hit and an earned run. Struck out one batter, has only walked one. That's fouled out of play. 2 strikes the count. Beaver Valley and Valley T-Boats coming up in Game 5. And there's a ground ball slowly hit the short. Good stretch. That's going to be an infield base hit. Here comes the Little General instant replay right here. That was a slow ground ball hit to the shortstop, Cole Grable, and a nice hustle down that line. Leadoff single now for the Pittsburgh Outlaws. LaPinto with a great job of going down that line. And this brings up now Ryan Jones. Or excuse me, Austin Beatty, excuse me. Chad Johnson with that infield single. Swing and a miss. So Chad Johnson with the nice hustle down the line for the infield base hit. Austin Beatty at the plate, down 2 strikes. Snap throw down to first base, and that's going to get past the first baseman. That's going to be a throwing error. Johnson will move up to second base. We've seen a lot of pickoff attempts here today by the catchers. Errant throw there by Clay Durham, and that allows the runner an extra base. So now 1-2 the count. The Outlaws only trailing by 2 runs, 3-1. Curveball hanging. That's going to be lifted down the right field line, but out of play. Giving chase was Cooper Stalla. So the count now remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Johnson on second base, nobody out. And there's a pop-up in the center field. Center fielder rolls over a little bit. That's going to be Jackson Howard, and he'll make the catch. 1 down. Now to play, this brings up Brent Kurtz, designated hitter. 4-hitter in the lineup. That's popped up a mile high to Hoyer. Hoyer's going to make this out number 2. So now if the Pittsburgh select is going to play that second run, they're going to have to do it with 2 outs. Owen Mitchell, the left fielder, due up. So Jacob Mcguire trying to get out of a little bit of a jam here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Pittsburgh select team had a runner at second base, no outs. Now there's 2 outs, and a runner still standing at second base, and Chad Johnson. Mitchell's ahead of the count 2-0. And that's fisted slowly to the shortstop. He's going to throw over in time, 6-3 on the putout. Good job there by Cole Grable to make the play. So a couple of errors in that inning. Runner stranded to second base. And 4 complete. Beaver Valley 3. Pittsburgh Outlaws 1. 9th annual Battle of the Bats baseball tournament on Video Productions. It is presented by Tournament Time Sports.
Coach Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs sent you.
Tournament Time Sports invites
So Brock Stacy, number 99 now, is going to enter the lineup for the Pittsburgh Outlaws, as he will replace defensively Austin Beatty. Beatty was playing shortstop. So now Beaver Valley bats here in the top half of inning number 5. Ryan Jones from Black Hawk High School leading off. Lemansky still on the mound. Pitch taken for a strike. Zach Lemansky, I believe his second inning of work in relief. Beaver Valley trying to extend this lead, and Lemansky's trying to hold him at bay and give his offense some time to generate some runs. Wes Athey's 3-run bomb in the opening game today, game winner. That's the reason why Pittsburgh Select dropped that game 6-5. Pitch outside, just missing 1-2 the count. Here comes the 1-2. That's going to be swung on. That's going to be lifted into right center field. It's got some carry on. Right fielder's under it. And we'll make the catch for one down. A.J. Kuzier with the putouts. Quickly one away. Matt Rodriguez. Lemansky missing outside for a ball. Beaver Valley with only 4 hits, but they've played it 3 runs, and they have a 3-1 lead inside, 2-0. Beautiful facility here in Bridgeport, the recreation complex. Swing and a miss, 2-1 the count. Game 4 of 5 here today. We'll have 4 games for you tomorrow, beginning bright and early at 10. Popped up a mile high. Pitcher coming in the foul ground. That's Lemansky, and he'll make the catch. That's not a routine play. Bright, sunshiny day here. 2 down. Blaze Cobert at the plate. Lemansky settling down right now. Base is empty, 2 away. Two and 0 the count. Blown away, ball 3. Kind of odd, not a lot of noise, the majority of the fans outside the complex because of the CDC guidelines, and that's ball 4. And this will bring up now Jacob Mcguire, starting pitcher. I just hope that these baseball players are going to be able to play their high school baseball season early next year. And it's in there for a strike, 1-1. Especially, gives these kids something to do, and thank goodness that they were be able to play travel baseball, summer league baseball. It's tough on teenagers. When think about if you're listening out there, an adult, if you play ball, you're anxious to play ball all the time and stuff, and for a lot of these kids, it gives them an outlet. I'm just going to be honest with you. Not every kid has the perfect home life and everything, and sports gives them an outlet. And when you're not able to participate, I tell you, it just really makes it even more harder on a kid. 2-2 the count. Especially football season, you practice for 13 weeks, and all of a sudden, 5 hours before kickoff, you're shut down. Or 1 week you practice, 1 week you play, next week you can't. I hope baseball season, you can social distance in baseball. You can't social distance much in football. Can't social distance at all in football. So hopefully these kids, which already lost one season, hopefully they don't lose another season. Snap throw back over to first in time, not in time. Especially the ones that's going to, not every one of these players are going to play college baseball, but, it even makes it difficult on the ones that are college prospects. You don't get another, if you miss out on the second season, there's a base hit, rounding second and holding up at third base. So runners will be on the corners now with 2 down. Holding up at third was Blaze Colbert. Should be A.J. Kabezi now at the plate. So runners are on the corners for him with 2 down. Oh, okay, good job. Yeah. So there'll be a courtesy runner now for Beaver Valley. Ryan Jones. So runners on the corners, 2 down. Beaver Valley on top, 3-1. So hopefully that all these players don't miss a second high school season of baseball. And that pitch by Lemansky is outside his zone, 1-0 the count. Swung on, fouled off to the right, 1-1. Bobby Badaki, he is due up next. Then you'll have the flip the batting order to the top of the order. Swing and a miss. Runner for first going down. Throw not in time. Throw goes into center field, and the run will score, making it 4-1. Should have just ate that one and just give up the stolen base, because as soon as the throw was going down to second, Colbert was trucking home. A little insurance run now for Beaver Valley. And that's going to be hit up the middle and through under the glove of the shortstop and the second baseman. There'll be an Olay error right there. That's a run to score. It's now 5-1. Just didn't get the glove down. Scoring is Ryan Jones, the courtesy runner. And Bobby Badaki now at the plate from New Brighton High School. Couple big insurance runs. Pittsburgh Outlaws are going to have to get the bats flowing here in the bottom half of the inning. They're in jeopardy of falling to 0-2 in this Battle of the Bats baseball tournament. I'm going to ask a stupid question. I'm assuming that Bridgeport High School plays their home games up here. Does anybody know? I know they're the 6-time defending Class AA state champions. I mean, they have put on a baseball clinic. 2 strikes the count. Strike 3 looking. Damage has been done. Beaver Valley plates 2 more across the plate. Heading to the bottom of 5, 5-1 your score, Pittsburgh Outlaws. They're running out of time. This is the 9th annual Battle of the Bats on Video Productions. It's presented by Tournament Time Sports. Bottom half of inning number 5, catcher Connor Hyde to lead off against Pittsburgh Outlaws. For that, Pittsburgh Outlaws run 2 hits, 2 errors, 2 runners left on base. And for the Pittsburgh Outlaws, Jacob Mcguire in there for another inning. Mcguire in 4 innings of work has allowed only 2 base hits and an unearned run. Been around the strike zone. He's let the defense do the work behind him, only striking out 1, but he's only walked 1. So, he just puts it in the strike zone and lets the opposition put it into play and lets his defense do the work behind him. Curveball in there for a strike, 3-1 the count. Another curveball, missing upstairs. That's his 2nd walk issued in this game. That's a leadoff walk. And that should bring up Rosing to the plate. Base hit earlier. Playing first base. I can't wait to see Aaron's face, our camera guy. I feel sorry for him, man. He's going to be burnt. I'm freezing. He's burning. He's sunburned all to pieces. He needs some sunscreen, I tell you. Runner from first is taken off, and little hit and run action. There's a drive deep in the left field, and it's going to be up against the fence. Rounding third and scoring. Throw to the plate. Nowhere in time as they sent the runner. Well, I tell you what, we need to get a replay on that. We'll have a little general instant replay. Because that was a speed around those base pass. Here we go, little Zach Lemansky. I tell you, that was just a flying all the way around the base pass, as that one almost got out of here. It's now 5-2. Those couple of insurance runs are big now. Difference in the game, it'd be a 1-run game. A.J. Kozier at the plate. Swing and a miss. He has a wicked breaking ball. Now, I wasn't going to be the idiot that called it a home run before not knowing. Fouled away, 2 strikes to count. I've seen that happen too many times, especially high school. And don't know if it goes over or not. Announcer goes nuts and crazy. It's a home run, and oops, it's an out or something. Noticed one guy in radio one time, he thought he caught a grand slam home run, went nuts and crazy, and it was the 3rd out of the game up against the fence. And there's a shot in the right center field, and that's going to hit the gaps. That's going to score another run. It's going to be 5-3. So now we got us a ball game again. Coming around scoring is Tanner Rosing. So the select bats are producing here in the bottom half of inning number 5. Mason Fix began the game as a catcher, came out, and he's been the extra hitter. He was grabbing his right shoulder early on, so evidently he's able to hit. Snap throw back over to first, not in time. Still nobody out. Snap throw back over to first, not in time. You take away those 2 insurance runs at the top half of the inning, it'd be a tie game. Chopper the first. And that's going to be an air throw on the first baseman. And over through that one over the head of the shortstop. Center fielder came over for Beaver Valley. Jackson Howard, he almost got the runner at second base. Almost took too big of a turn. So things are now heating up. Zach Lemansky now. The pitcher at the plate. Squaring the bunt, he does. Is fielded by the pitcher. He about slipped and fell. He's going to take the sure out. So now the tying runs are in scoring position. Mcguire looked like he was going to turn and try to go to third, and when he did so, he slipped and about fell. So he said, hey, I just better just go ahead and take an out. Here comes Jake Orr. Orr with a couple of base hits in the tournament. 0 for 2 in this game. A single could score 2 runs and tie this game up. And that pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0 the count. It's 6:32. Time limit on this game. You can't start a fresh whole inning. It's 6:52. And that's going to be cranked into left field. Left fielder coming on. He'll make the catch. Runner from third won't tag. 2 down. Alex Ostrom with the play and the strong throw in. And now this will bring up Chad Johnson. Johnson's 1 for 2 in this game. Been a strikeout victim. Fastball upstairs, missing. So each team has plated 2 runs in their respective parts of the 5th inning. Swung on out of play, count even at 1. So we'll be guaranteed a 6th inning. Mcguire's 73rd pitch of the game. Outside, 2-1. Let's see if Johnson, if he can get a hit and get a run or 2 in. Let's see if Mcguire will stay in the contest on the mound. Breaking ball upstairs for a ball, 3-1. Jacob Mcguire trying to bear down here. Ball 4. Bases are full of Pittsburgh Select. Or, excuse me, Pittsburgh Outlaws. And now we're going to have a little bit of a powwow on the mound. We might have a pitching change. And they're still huddling up over there. Breaking the action. Let's see if they're going to making a change or if it's just a conference call here. Just settle everybody down. All right, so Jacob Mcguire will stay in there. So the Outlaws, perfect opportunity here to tie this game. Bases loaded, bottom of the 5th, down 5-3. Austin Beatty at the plate. Mcguire looks. Fastball taken for a strike. Beatty is 0 for 2 against Mcguire. Mcguire looks. Nice stop by Durham. Saved a run. Count even at 1. Beatty now steps in. Here comes Jacob Mcguire to the plate, out of the stretch. Swung on, popped up into right field. Right fielder coming on, and he can't make the catch. He lost it in the sun, and the game is going to be tied, running around third, and the Outlaws are going to take the lead. 3-run score. The right fielder lost the ball in the sun. Not a cloud in the sky has been an issue all day long, and the ball fell right in front of him, so that's going to be a 3 RBI triple. How you going to score it? Error. Error all the way? Okay. You know I would score that at a three-run triple, don't you? He didn't touch it. Did he touch it? Okay. Did he touch it? I want a replay. Don't have to do it right now, just in between the break. And there's a lazy fly ball in the right field again. Center fielder coming over. And that's going to drop, and that's going to score another run. It's now 7-5. As the high sky here is having issues with the outfielders for the Beaver Valley team. Here comes Brooke Stacy now at the plate. All right, I'll make a deal, okay? So in the middle of the inning, during the break, do the replay, all right? And if it doesn't catch anything, you got to change it to a 3 RBI triple. Okay, fair enough. All right. Here comes the 0-1, and that pitch is outside for a ball. It's the first time Brian's ever worked with me. He might call Butch Mounts up tonight and say, there's no way I'm working with this crazy guy again. Huh? Oh, you already know it? You're divorcing me after one day. Three and 0 the count. Stacy, there's a snap throw back over to first. Close. So 5 runs have been scored in this inning. A couple of huge plays in the outfield. Costly plays for Beaver Valley. That's ball 4. All right, so I guess he'll stand. It's indisputable evidence. All right. And there's a pitching change. There's a break in the action as we still debate. It looks like I'm going to lose this one to Brian. We'll be back right after this. It's Battle of the Bass Tournament on Video Productions. Well, what a debate here between broadcaster and producer statistician. Matt Rodriguez is on the mound. Team trailing by 2 runs. So Austin Beatty, who hit that ball and I thought it should have been a triple, and Brian awarded an error all the way, no RBI. So we have a compromise. We've looked at the Little General instant replay 100 times during the commercial break. So a compromise. He's going to award a single, an error, and 2 RBIs. So Austin, I got you a base hit, got you 2 RBIs instead of just, an O for in the box score. I mean, did I or did I not? All right. Swing and a miss to Connor Hyde, and that's going to be the inning. But 5 runs that came across. We played 5 completes. Hopefully Brian and I will be able to coexist in the press box up here. 7-5 is your score. We're back on Video Productions. It's presented by Tournament Time Sports. Zach Lemansky back on the mound for another inning of work. His team is now up by 2 runs, 7-5 here in the top half of inning number 6 at 6:44. So this will be pretty much the last at bats because of the time limit rule for Beaver Valley. Boy, how things change quickly. Jackson Howard at the plate. They were cruising along up 3-0, 3-1, 5-2, and now they're trailing 7-5. And more than likely, this is their final at bat. Lemansky in 2 innings of work, he's allowed a run. 2 runs, 1 earned. He struck out 2, and he has hit a batter, walked a batter. And he's the pitcher of record. Very entertaining ball game. I tell you, 4 errors for Beaver Valley. The last 2 were costly. And that's in there for a strike, so now the count goes to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Okay, so it is 7-5, right? Okay, so Brian just wanted me, he's running the scoreboard too, and that's going to be ball 4 taken. So as you see the graphic, you'll see 6-5 Pittsburgh Outlaws. It needs time to update. The score is actually 7-5, and Brian's doing a great job because he's actually, yeah, there you go. It now updated as he's running the scoreboard. He's keeping me in line. He's producing the broadcast, and he's doing the stats. Bush ought to be paying you triple. I might just take some. I just might donate some of my pay to you. I don't know. Cole Grable is at the plate now. He represents the game-tying run. Junior from Ambridge High School. Grable 0 for 2 in the game. Count even at 1. Two and 1 the count. Game 5 coming up next between Beaver Valley and the Valley T-Boats. Valley T-Boats winning earlier today. 3 and 1 the count. Back in 4th battle. This game will go 6. And that's going to be a ground ball to the 3rd. And that's going to be a throwing error. Runners are going to be on the corners. That's going to be the 3rd error of the game now for the Pittsburgh Outlaws. Jacob Barca at the dish. He's 0 for 2. So let's now see if Beaver Valley will just send the runner at first base. Because you got a runner at 3rd, more than likely the catcher won't be throwing down. Nobody out. The potential game, the go-ahead run is at the plate. Now remember, this is only going to go, if Beaver Valley ties or takes the lead, we'll go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. But if Beaver Valley can at least tie this game, this will be the last half inning of the game because of the time limit rule. So Lemansky's got to bear down here. Runners on the corners. And that's going to be a base hit down the left field line. That's going to score 1. And now the go-ahead run is in scoring position at second base. That's going to be a RBI double. It's now 7-6. Still nobody out. And Cooper Stella now. He's 0 for 1. He's walked in this game. And we could see a pitching change. And we're going to step out as well. This is the 9th annual Battle of the Bats on Video Productions. It is presented by Tournament Time Sports. Austin Beatty now on in relief of Lemansky. He's inherited pretty much a mess right now. Second and third, nobody out. His team still has a 1-run lead at 7-6. 7 combined errors in this game by both these squads. Clay Durham. A base hit. Scored a run. First pitch taken for a strike. Infield playing all the way in. Outside for a ball. Bases loaded. Swung on, foul back to the screen. Count goes to 1-2. A single would mean 2 runs would score. If you're a Pittsburgh Outlaw fan, you want a strikeout or just a pop-up in the infield. But I don't even know on a day like this, because no clouds in the sky, and the sky has become a hindrance. That's been factored into play here today. You just pretty much want to get a strikeout. Austin Beatty on the mound, working from the stretch. 1-2 pitch. Swung on. That's lifted into right field. That's a base hit. That's going to score 2 more runs. And now the Beaver Valley team has reclaimed the lead at 8-7. Slugfest here in this one. Alex Ostrom. So you're going to have a courtesy runner again. Eight to 7, nobody out, runners on the corners. Well, I'd say the floodgates have really opened. 5 runs the last 2 innings now for Beaver Valley. And the Pittsburgh Outlaws, they scored 6 times in their bottom half of the 5th inning. Beatty working plateward, and that's going to be outside, 1-1. Alex Ostrom again at the plate. Snap throw back to first, not in time. This has been the highest scoring game of the tournament. Seven combined errors in this game. 1-2 the count now to Ostrom. Valley T-Boats against Beaver Valley. Coming up next, close. Couldn't get him. Comes another 1-2 pitch. That's upstairs, high, 2-2. Youth League Baseball. Labor Day weekend. Fouled off to the screen here at beautiful Bridgeport Recreation Complex. And that's going to be an errant throw on the pickoff. Another run's going to score. It's now 9-7. Be the 4th inning of the game for the Outlaws. Snap throw back over to first, not in time. Here comes Cam Lapinto from Clarion High School. Finally the first out of the inning. Swung on, that's popped up a mile high. Second baseman's going to come over, make the catch. That's going to be 2 down. And Ryan Jones now at the plate. Austin Betty work. And that's going to be a wild pitch. Four runs already plated in this top half of inning number 6. Again, the next half inning will be the last half inning of this game because of the time limit rule. Pitch missing low. Beaver Valley 6 runs over the last 2 innings. But the way how this one's gone, not over with yet, because the Pittsburgh Outlaws have the last at bat of this one. Beatty's a pitch away from walking a runner. And he does. So Jones will take a trot on down to first base. Runners on first and second. 2 down. And this brings up Matt Rodriguez. He's the pitcher. Strike taken. Four games tomorrow, bracket play and championship. Just missing the outside corner, count even at 1. That's going to be a wild pitch. Runners are going to move up a base. Well, I tell you, I don't know if it's going to affect a right-handed hitter, but I know it would affect a left-handed hitter. The sun is glaring off a vehicle in the right center field, and I know we'll see now how the lefties are going to be able to, if they're going to be phased or not by that. Three and 1 the count. Another bad boy here, and the bases are going to be loaded. And they are. So Rodriguez draws a 2-out walk. Bases are loaded. 1 out. And we're going to have a pitching change. We'll take one as well. This is the Battle of the Bats baseball tournament from Bridgeport on Video Productions presented by Tournament Time Sports. Jake Orr now on the mound for the Pittsburgh Outlaws. Bases loaded, 2 down. The Outlaws trailing by 2, 9-7. Blaze Colbert, left-handed hitter. We've had 16, combined by both these teams, 16 runs, 13 hits, and 8 errors. 9 runners left on base. That was about hitting. Two and 1 the count. So the count's now 3 and 1. And that's ball 4. And that is going to walk in a run. It's now 10-7. So that's an RBI via the walk. Jacob Mcguire now batting. So courtesy running now is going to be Cam Lapinto. Well, Beaver Valley, they're the first team in this tournament to post double digits. They have 7 hits in this game, but they've taken advantage of numerous errors and walks, where really both teams have, really. So the count now goes to no balls and 2 strikes. Jake Orr's a strike away from getting his team back into the dugout. And they're going to be needing at least 3 right now to tie. Base hit, Beaver Valley could really open this thing open. And that's going to be down the right field line. That's going to be a fair ball. That's going to score at least 2 runs. It's now 12-7. 2 out, 2 RBI double. 7 runs in an inning for the Valley. At the plate's going to be Capizzi. There's a chopper to short, and that's going to be booted. That's going to be another error. That's going to score a run. It's now 13-7. That's the 5th error now by the Pittsburgh Outlaws. And at the bottom of the order, here comes Bobby Badaki. Sophomore to be at a New Brighton High School. And Beaver Valley has batted around here in this top half of inning number 6. That's going to be a wild pitch. That's going to score another run. Beaver Valley has a 1-touchdown lead at 14-7. Their 9th run of the inning. And still a runner at second base. That pitch misses. So the Pittsburgh Outlaws are going to need a heap of runs in the bottom half of this inning. If Beaver Valley holds on, we'll see a matchup of 2 undefeated teams coming up next. Counts now 3 balls and 1 strikes to Bobby Badaki. That's taken in there for a strike. Count now full at 3-2. Swung on, foul out of play to the right. Approaching 7:08. Now we're a little bit behind schedule. And that's going to be a check swing looper. That's going to be the 3rd out of the inning, recorded by the second baseman. So the Outlaws, they need 7 runs to tie, 8 to win. We'll be back right after this. This is the 9th annual Battle of the Bats on Video Productions. It's presented by Tournament Time Sports.
Coach Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs sent you.
Tournament Time Sports invites you to join us for the 2021 season. Take the field against some of the most elite teams in the region: Flood City, Beaver Valley, West Virginia Knuckleheads, and many more. Some of the exciting features of Tournament Time Sports are USSSA sanctioned events, PBR scouted events, state power rankings, and premier venues. Don't miss out on this chance to rub elbows with baseball's best. For more information, visit us at www.tournamenttimesports.com. Tournament Time Sports. Investing in West Virginia's youth baseball.
Joe Kinzer, Brian Shepard, Aaron Sims with you at the Bridgeport Recreation Complex. 14 runs, 8 hits, 4 errors, 7 runners left on base, 7-6, 5-3 for the Pittsburgh Select. Well, they scored 6 times in the last part of the 5th inning. This is now or never for the Outlaws. If they're going to come from behind, we're going to be here for about 30 minutes probably. You never know what's going to happen with this game. Errors has really been a factor for both teams. And that's going to be Rosing, and he's going to foul that one out of play. Nothing and 1 to count. Matt Rodriguez still on the mound. Valley T-Bows coming up next. They'll face the same Beaver Valley team, and that's launched in deep left field. Making the play is the center fielder. He had to cover a lot of real estate going to left center field. That's Rosing. Jackson Howard with the play. First pitch to A.J. Kuzier. In there for a strike. So the Pittsburgh Outlaws, they're 2 outs away from going to 0-2 today in this tournament. And you would have a matchup between a pair of 1-0 teams, undefeated teams between Valley T-Bows and Beaver Valley. Here comes Rodriguez. He rocks and fires. And that's going to be cut off there by the second baseman. The pitcher, Rodriguez, was covering the bag. He makes the play. 4-3 on the putout. 2-way. Because the first baseman came well off the bag trying to make the play, and the second baseman cut it off, fielded the ball, and Rodriguez was a trucking after that one as he covered the bag. Textbook. 2 down. If he stayed on the mound, it'd been an infield base hit. And now the Pittsburgh Outlaws are down to their final out. Dante Pecuado at the plate. Swung on, chopper, fielded there by the second baseman, and he boots it. That'll be the fifth there now by Beaver Valley. So we've had 10 combined errors in this game. So with a little bit of life left, and Zach Lemansky, this would have to be one heck of a rally. Runner aboard, 2 down there, and the Outlaws are trailing by 7 runs. Second baseman. And the ball's going to get away from Durham. No advancement by the runner. Beaver Valley will get a little bit of a break, and they'll have to turn back around and play again. And that's going to miss. Two away here in the bottom half of the 6th inning, the final inning of this one. And Lemansky's now down to his, final strike. Ball 4. Well, just if you're in that Pittsburgh Outlaws dugout, you're just saying, hey, you don't want to make the last out at the end of the game. Take it one at a time. This will bring up Jake Orr. Everybody, when they go up to bat, you never want to make the last. You don't want to be the person to make the designation of making the last out of a ball game. And Rodriguez is struggling here, 2 away. He misses with that pitch. And that's going to be fouled out of play. I tell you how the sun's been a factor for the players on the field. Anything hit the left field, I'll be honest with you, how that sun is setting and looking down the left field, it's going to be hard for us to even pick it up. Count even at 1. Rodriguez to the plate. Missing high and tight, 2-1. Still, it's a 14-7, 7-run lead for Beaver Valley. That misses upstairs, 3-1. That's going to be a base hit up the middle, and the bases will be loaded. So that one batter at a time mentality still paying off. This brings up Chad Johnson. So bases loaded, 2 outs. Beaver Valley is out away from putting away Pittsburgh Outlaws, but the Outlaws is not going to go down without a fight here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. That first pitch taken in there for a strike. Still, they trail by 7 runs. Durham with a good stop. Ball in the dirt, 1-1. And that's going to be swung on, and that is going to be a base hit in the left field. That's going to score 1 run. It's now 14-8. Austin Beatty now to the dish. Rodriguez trying to close it out. Curveball taken for a strike. Each team with 8 base hits in this one. Nice backhand stop by the catcher, Clay Durham. Count even at 1. And once again, the Pittsburgh Outlaws are down to their final strike. How many times have I said that over the last 4 to 5 batters? Quite a bit. Yeah, Brian, you're right. All right, here we go. Here comes the 1-2. Swung on. That's lifted into deep left center field. That's got some carry to it, and that's going to score a couple runs. It's going to score the 3rd run. It's now 14-11. 3 RBI double. Get a base runner on, then you got the game time run at the plate. And this brings up Brent Kurtz. And now there's a meeting on the mound. (14-11) is your score. That was a rope deep in the left center field. No, they didn't change pitchers. No.
Up the middle.
29, the courtesy runner. So this game getting a little bit interesting down the stretch. Runner at second, 2 down, 14-11 your score. Pittsburgh Outlaws still scrapping back. Brent Kurtz at the plate, 1-1 the count. If he can reach base, then the game-tying run would be at the plate. And runner from second going to try to steal third, and he's in there successfully. Oh, that's a little bit of guts right there, because that run really don't mean anything. Count goes to 2-1. Kurtz with the base hit in this game. And again, the Pittsburgh Outlaws are down to their final strike. Little general instant replay here. Yeah, that was close. And the count is now full at 3-2. Well, we'll have the lights on for Game 5. The sun's not going to be a factor for the fielders, and still remaining alive to Kurtz, 3-2 the count. Huh? Oh, yeah. Here comes the pitch. Swung on. That's a base hit in the left field. We have a 14-12 game. And the game-tying run is at the plate in Brock Stacy. Matt Rodriguez trying to close this one out. It was a 14-7 game. 5 runs have now already crossed the plate here in this inning. And the Outlaws have scored 11 runs in the last 2 innings. We have had 22 runs scored in the last 2 innings of this game. And that one's high and tight for a ball. 1-1 the count. Fouled off the catcher's mask, Clay Durham. And again, it's like a broken record. The Outlaws are down to their final strike. I've said it for the last 10 batters, it seems like. All this has happened with 2 outs. 5 runs in the last with 2 outs. Strike 3, that finally does it as Matthew Rodriguez strikes out Brock Stacy to end a threat. But what a game. Your final score in Game 4, the 9th annual Battle of the Bass Tournament, 14-12 in a slugfest as Beaver Valley defeats the Pittsburgh Outlaws. 14 runs on 8 base hits, 5 errors, 7 runners left on base for Beaver Valley. For the Outlaws, 12 runs, 10 hits, 5 errors, and 4 runners left on base. Again, 14-12 as the Outlaws drop a pair of games here today. And here's a stat for you. They're averaging nearly 9 runs a game in this tournament and 0-2. Again, Beaver Valley with the win. They'll take on Valley T-Boats coming up next. So a pair of undefeated teams in pool play today, round robin play, are going to square off here in Game 5. Again, your final score in a thriller, 14-12. We saw 22 combined runs for both teams over the last 2 innings. This is the 9th annual Battle of the Bat Tournament on Video Productions presented by Tournament Time Sports.